Hello people, I'm the Real Comic Book Gamer, and today I'm going to be talking about whether Superman is inspirational or relatable, because I see a lot of people saying, oh well, you know what, Superman's this achievement, he's this person you're supposed to aspire to be like, you want to be like Superman. He's not meant to be relatable, he's meant to be up there to where you want to climb up to be like Superman. He's not meant to be relatable. And then you have some other people that actually think he's relatable. Those are very few people though. And my simple answer to that question is, why not both? Superman is both for me. I relate to Superman and I aspire to be like Superman. And first off, like, when you are choosing a role model, when you look for someone that you want to be like, you generally look for someone who's either going through or has been through stuff that you are going through or have been through. You look for someone you can relate to. For me, that is Superman. No, I am not an immigrant, but there are more ways you can relate to Superman than that way. But that is a very common thing that people can relate to Superman with, because of the fact that he is from Krypton. He has to adjust, and it's a big thing for Superman. That was why he was created. That's part of why he was created by Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel, because they were the children of Jewish immigrants, and so they wanted a hero that they could relate to that was also this big heroic figure. Like, they created him specifically to be inspiring and relatable, because they could relate to this guy that was an immigrant, but at the same time, they wish they could do this. They wish they could, rip open their button-up shirt and have a Superman costume on and then go and fight crime and save people. Like, that was the purpose of Superman, and I feel like to this day, he still fills that role. Now, like I said earlier, I am not an immigrant, but I can still relate to Superman. Not through that way, though. There are more ways to relate to Superman than just one aspect, even though a lot of people don't think that. They think that besides the immigrant part, there's no way to relate to Superman because he's some super god or something, which is completely wrong. For instance, at the end of Superman Brainiac, Jonathan Kent dies. I've talked about this before, but anyways, Jonathan Kent dies of a heart attack, and we see Superman talking about the fact that he can't do anything about it. He couldn't have done anything. His father just had a random heart attack, and it's something you can't get. I can relate to that because I lost someone very close to me from cancer. I lost them to cancer, and I'm not going to talk about who they were or anything. I've talked about before, like in comments or something, but now's not the time to talk about that. Anyways, I lost them to cancer, and I know how it feels, because you can't bring cancer to trial. You can't go and punch it in the face. You can't get justice for it. There's nothing. You just have to deal with it and move on. That's the way it was with the heart attack with Superman. That's how he felt. He felt powerless. That's how I felt. And it's terrible, but you realize you have to deal with it. And seeing Superman, one of the most powerful superheroes in the world, having to deal with that's just, I can relate to that big time. And like, it was a great Superman moment, and I have been through that exact same experience, and it's terrible. But seeing Superman deal with it, that really helps, and that's one of the many ways I can relate to Superman. And one of the stories I would suggest you guys read if you do want to see more about Superman being a bit more of a normal guy is, well, not story, but runs, would be Jeff Johns and John Byrne's run. Jeff Johns' run is fantastic, my favorite run on Superman. He did an amazing job, and he wrote my favorite Superman story of all time, which is Superman Up, and Away, and it's a great story, and the rest of them, they're like all great. And then John Byrne's run, that is basically a day in the life of Superman. It's like 8 volumes or something like that. It's really long, and it's just showing you Superman's day in and day out struggle. He even struggles with girls. Like, if you watch, which I can definitely relate to as well, when he's going after Lois Lane, he says, I could rip open my suit and become Superman, and I would sweep Lois off her feet immediately, but no, I'm going to do this as Clark. So he struggles with trying to get Lois Lane as Clark Kent. He struggles, like, he wants to be with Lois Lane, but he's nerdy Clark Kent, and that's something I can big time relate to. Even though he's Superman, this super powerful guy, he's still like, oh man, I'm struggling with Lois, this girl I really like. And it's like, that's Superman right there. I can relate to him, yet at the same time, I aspire to be like him. He's this guy that always tries to do the right thing, and he's flying up in the sky, punching bad guys in the face, but at the same time, he's dealing with stuff that us everyday humans have to deal with. When he was a kid, he had to deal with fitting into society because he couldn't be like everyone else. Like in Secret Origins, which was written by Jeff Johns, Clark, he was playing football with his friend Pete Ross. He broke his friend's arm, and he was terrified to play football again. He's like, man, I could do something way worse than that. I want to do it. So from then on, he made a bunch of excuses, and all the kids thought he was weird because he made some excuses like, oh no, pollen in the air, I can't play football, and everyone picked on him. And this was a kid that had practically no friends because of it. And that's something that a lot of people can relate to, myself included. And that just shows what a great character Superman is. I mean, I just love how diverse Superman is with, like I was saying earlier, he flies up into space, he fights Darkseid, he struggles with fighting this guy, he beats him, he comes home, he has to deal with the fact that he's trying to get Lois. He's trying to get Lois to like him the way he likes her, but he's doing it as Clark Kent, as himself. He's not going to fly up in the sky and be like, hey, Lois. No, he does it as a normal person. He has to deal with the fact that his father died of a heart attack, and there was absolutely nothing he could do about it. Even though he's Superman, and he does all this crazy stuff all the time, he couldn't save his father. He saves people every single day, but one of the people that was most important to him, he couldn't save. That's big time. And there's no getting revenge on it. There's no like, oh, this person killed my dad, I can go get justice for him. No, there's a heart attack. There's no getting justice for a heart attack. And that's something I can relate to. But anyways, that's just a video I want to make about Superman. I love talking about Superman, so any excuse I get to talk about Superman, I will take it. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think Superman is relatable, inspiring, or both? Or do you just absolutely hate his guts, like I know a lot of people do? Or just, something else? Do you just not care for him? I don't know. Just let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of Superman when it comes to this specific subject? And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.